This is the Diamond Casino, the most luxurious and high-caliber place for gambling and partying in all of Los Santos. But even though it is one of the most popular POIs on the San Andreas map, then most people don't know much about the place. Why did this casino become a playground between the wealthiest people of China and the United States? And what is the real purpose for this casino's existence? Well, like always, for all of these questions and many more, we finally have the answers in this documentary. To understand the purpose of the Diamond Casino, we need to go back to the very beginning, when the casino didn't even exist yet. Before the ever glamorous Diamond Casino even existed, there stood another casino called the Vinewood Casino. The idea for the Vinewood Casino already came in 2006 by the Los Santos City Council. The idea was to create a huge entertainment center including horse tracks, casinos and nightclubs all into one area just by the side of the biggest traffic load interstate in Los Santos, the Interstate 1 Los Santos Freeway. The city created an auction for the lands with a clause that a casino must be built within 5 years of buying the land. The auction was won in 2007 by a Liberty City investment group. At first it looked like the dream of the casino would become a reality. Construction agreements were signed and the work on the casino began. But during the 2008 global financial crisis, the investment group got into large financial debt and had to cut their resources on the casino project. Although they were barely able to finish the construction of the casino, then there just wasn't enough money to open the casino to the public. The opening of the large Vinewood Casino was postponed to the year 2012. But to make matters worse, the Liberty City investment group filed for bankruptcy in 2011, and so the casino stayed finished but closed for basically a whole decade. In 2018, to clear the debts of the bankrupted investment group, the casino was put up for auction once again. This time there were many large companies interested in buying such a facility, and alongside those were the Cheng business family from Yangtze, China, and the Duggan business family from Fort Worth, Texas. The family businesses wanted to expand to the gambling market and found the Vinewood Casino to be a perfect start for their new business field. The auction was this time won by the Cheng family. The idea of the Chinese was to build a completely new and most luxurious casino complex in the whole United States, with private penthouses, roof terraces with pools, private garages, marmor walls, etc, etc. Basically the top of the top experience. The head of the Cheng family from 2013 onwards became Wei Cheng's brother, who lives in Hong Kong. If you don't remember who Wei Cheng was, then it was the guy who held Michael de Santa hostage in a meat factory in 2013 and was later killed by Franklin Clinton. Although Wei's brother was in charge of the family business, then specifically for the casino, Wei Cheng's moron son Dao Cheng was put in charge to quote-unquote run the business. And of course, being as stupid as he was, he didn't manage to lead the project at all. The construction of the new Diamond Casino went way over budget, which meant that the Cheng family had to refinance their casino project. And they had no other option but to let the Duggan family from Texas to buy themselves in with a minority sharehold. And from that point, the casino became a real battleground between the two family dynasties. On one side, the Cheng family, and under that the Los Santos Triad criminal syndicate, originally from Yangtze, China, but by 2019 having operated in the US for decades, and by investing so much into the United States that they became actually an enemy for the Chinese government. The Chengs can as much be described as a family business as a family criminal gang, since the Los Santos Triad, aka the Chinese gang from Little Seoul, Los Santos, is operating under the family's dictation. On the other side, we have the freedom-loving, truck-driving, oil-touching, eagle-screaming, cowboy boots-wearing, burger-munching, barbecue-grilling, football-watching, diabetes-having, Trump-electing, gun-owning, the most Texas business family to ever exist, the Duggan family. And I'm not even over-exaggerating when I say that every single one of the members of the family wears a literal cowboy hat. Other than the casino and gambling business, Plus, the Duggans also had a large hand in the oil and gas business and also in the private security business, owning stakes in both Group Essex and also Merryweather. When the casino was opened in summer of 2019, the Duggans were famously not invited to the opening of the resort, although they were the minority shareholders in the facility. But other than that fact, the opening of the casino was a very big and social event in Los Santos. People from all over the state came to see the new and freshly built casino. The main prize in the casino for the opening at the time was the Trofade Trax, the top of the line Trofade car of 2019. Our online character was also invited to see the new casino. Upon arrival, our online character met the head of staff, Tom Connors, but also the CEO of the Diamond, Mrs. Agatha Baker. It was then that our online character was invited to buy themselves a penthouse in the casino facility. These were at the time, and also to be honest to this day, the most luxurious condos in the whole city. Included in them a bar, a private spa, views to the Los Santos skyline, a private blackjack table, and so on. But in reality, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. It became pretty clear to also our online character that the situation between the casino staff and their minority shareholders was only getting worse. Duggans had hired random hillbillies from Texas to start fights in the Diamond Casino public areas to decrease the value of the casino, which would then give the Duggans the ability to buy out the casino at a lower price. All this fighting quickly became noticed in the social media pages, and our online character was hired by the casino to start working for them. One of the hillbillies actually stole the uninsured Trofade Trax from the podium of the casino, which would have created millions of dollars of damages for the casino if it wasn't for our online character retrieving the car from the thieves. The Diamond Casino staff, without Cheng, answered to this work by blowing up some of the oil tankers across the city that were owned by the Duggan's oil and gas company, aka the Xero Gas Company. After these minor fights between the families, Tao Cheng was invited to negotiations with the Duggans to the Marlowe vineyards.
A little Cabernet?
No. You wanna do burpee?
Excuse me, son?
You wanna do burpee? Box? Whoa. You got a problem?
Neither me nor my nephew have a problem that I'm aware of. We love China. Always have. Ever since I ate my first egg roll. Well, you see, I never liked eggs. And an egg roll don't have eggs in it. I thought to myself, I like China. I just did.
What my uncle's trying to say is...
Excuse me. I was not finished.
Excuse me, sir.
It's not a problem, Thornton. Well, now, boy, you're gonna sell us your casino. Don't get no confusion about that. See, I want it, so all we're here to discuss is a fair price.
这他妈这混蛋以为自己在乎谁？我看起来像他妈妈，像吗？像吗？
Mr. Cheng's very sorry, but casino's family business and
Well.
not for sale.
You boys are making a very big mistake. Thornton, will you excuse us for a moment? And why don't you take Miss... It is Miss, ain't it? Yeah. Miss Agatha Baker and show her the expansion proposals we were discussing.
Okay, Uncle.
I think I should stay.
I strongly advise that you should leave. This is significantly above your pay grade.
Very good.
Just follow me, miss.
What was that? A ball buster. I don't know. Anyway, Mr. Cheng, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I don't give two fucks about who your family is or how many ninjas you got up your sleeve. Am I making myself clear?
他妈的是谁啊？是谁啊？
Where I come from, you don't get to pull a gun unless you're willing to use it. But maybe you do things differently in your parts. Now, when I return, we will continue this conversation as gentlemen. On second thought, I ain't a gentleman. Shoot the bastards!
And so, as you could see, the intention of the Duggans was to buy out the Cheng family any way possible from the casino. But if you watch the cutscene closely, you could also see the tension between the head of the family, Avery Duggan, and his cousin Thornton. And that's what led to the actions of Thornton and the Chengs actually working together. When the board of the casino was all in Mrs. Baker's office, Thornton Duggan unexpectedly showed up to the meeting and offered a solution for the war.
Forgive me. I come in peace again. Well, I'm sorry about how everything panned out, but maybe I can help your uncle and you leave with a little more dignity. And more. I will offer asking plus 20%. And a quick sale and a good relationship. But you gotta help me.
Help?
Kill my uncle.
Oh, Jesus. I cannot believe what I am not hearing.
And you'll keep your jobs. The diamond will remain the diamond. The entire team, even the monsieur.
Yeah!
You keep your jobs, and I can pull it off. If not, my uncle will attack you again. Kill you or destroy this place and buy it for peanuts. I'm sorry. I know it's not a great way to do business.
No kidding, it's not a great way to do business.
It's all I got. My uncle is renting La Fuente Blanca Ranch.
Okay, we'll think about it. They'll think about it. Now get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here!
Gentlemen, madam, excuse me.
What do you think?
Yeah, so as you could see, Thornton hired our online character to actually kill his uncle Avery, who was at the time acting as the head of the family dynasty. The killing mission was successful, and when Avery was killed, Thornton Duggan took over the family business. As promised, Thornton bought the casino from the Chengs with a clause of keeping the same workers on the same payroll as they had been under Cheng's leadership. The only one who was unexpectedly fired though was the head of security, Vincent, whose services were not required because the Duggans had their own private security firms to keep the casino secure. But as many of you know, the actions of the casino didn't end there. The casino operated under the Duggans quite well during the second half of 2019. During that time, the Chengs had no connection with the casino whatsoever. That was until some mysterious text messages between our online character and Lester Crest took place in December. Both Lester and our online character thought that the other one had messaged them to meet up, while in reality both phones were hacked by Georgina Cheng, the little sister of Tao Cheng. Unlike Tao though, Georgina wasn't an imbecile. She had an undergrad degree from London and a master's degree from the Vespucci University of Liberty City. And by being a competent human, she was also the vice president of Cheng Holdings. Anyway, Mrs. Cheng wanted our online character and Lester to go and rob the Diamond Casino vault just to make damage to none other than Thornton Duggan and their casino business, which the Chengs were muscled out from. Basically, it was a revenge mission from the Cheng family to the Duggans. While at first Lester stayed hesitant, then due to his feelings towards Mrs. Cheng that were made public after the heist had been finished, Lester decided to accept this job. And for that, our online character needed to buy another facility, an arcade to be exact. The arcade business itself was run by none other than Michael's son Jimmy the Santa, but under the arcade was the secret headquarters for the casino heist. After some of the preparation missions for the heist, it was time for our online character and his associates to conduct the heist. Although at first our heist crew snuck into the casino as the cleaning crew, then we were noticed trying to reach the casino vault. That meant that the LSPD was called to defend the casino, but this time it wasn't the regular cops who acted on the job, but rather the whole news crew from all over the city was ordered to react to the robbery. With our online character's expertise though, we managed to rob the casino and delivered the stolen goods from the vault to our buyer. The buyers actually seemed to be associated with the Ballas gang, since we had to deliver delivered the stolen goods to the Palito Bay sawmill, which we all know is secretly used by the palace to conduct illegal businesses. From 2019 onwards, the casino action stayed more quiet than usual, but there still has been some action both in the Diamond Casino and also between the family dynasties. For example, we also know that our Cayo Perico friend El Rubio has bought himself a penthouse in the casino and resort facility, since we had to go and invade it during the preparations for the robbery of Cayo Perico in 2020. Also, during 2021, the Los Santos Triads, aka the Asian Gang, decided to attack the Duggans for some reason, which led to the Duggans hiring our online character to help them in a standoff against the gang in La Mesa. This indicates towards the fact that the Duggans and the Chengs still have some beef with each other, despite the fact that the purchase of the casino by Thornton Duggan was peaceful. Anyway, more about the Duggans. We know so much that in 2022, Thornton Duggan's brother Mason Duggan actually bought a part of the Clifford AI that was developed and used by Avon Hertz in 2017 from the FIB to use that AI to artificially inflate gas prices for the financial benefit of the family's oil and gas business. Our online character, after being hired to the IAA, was able to stop further deals between the corrupt FIB and Mason Duggan, who was also later killed by our online character. So nowadays we only know the head of the family, Thornton Duggan, to actually still be alive. That, and also the fact that both the Chengs and the Duggans are unrelated to the actions of Vice City, make it unlikely that they will also move there in a year when our online character is expected to relocate there. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to also check out my other documentaries. Thank you for watching and see you guys in the next video.